precautionary advice, though. I'd say rather than doing gloves or something, just take an appropriately sized lid and place it over if you're worried about splattering outside of the pan.
Yeah,
True.
that could help as well. Like, just in case.
Admiral Hackett here, Commander. Your helmsman just forwarded your report on Major Kyle. We sent in a team as you instructed. Kyle's followers have disbanded, and the Major surrendered to us without incident. We'll make sure he gets the help he needs. To be honest, Shepard, I thought this thing was going to end in a bloodbath. I don't know how you did it, but you saved a lot of lives. Congratulations.
Okay.
Well, I'm sure it could have went worse.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you need maxed out Intimidate or Charm for that one.
Yeah.
Okay,
It's a bit
what's
like
over in
Nick,
Styx Beta?
It's a bit like how I'll do my recommended loyalty mission order in Mass Effect 2. Yeah. I do it a certain way to make sure your Paragon score is set so that you don't receive any fuck-ups along the way.
Another weird named area. Though exceptionally large for a terrestrial world, Imanea is composed of water ice and with a core of various carbonaceous compounds. There's a density only half of that of Earth and an atmosphere of nitrogen and carbon monoxide. The surface is composed of surprisingly pure water ice with a high albedo. We've covered across that word before, but I'm googling. Albedo meaning, let's see, 22.2 AU. It takes more than a century to go around. A day is more than double an Earth day. Pretty good atmosphere, very low temperature, of course, and okay, pretty good gravity as well. Okay, let's albedo is the fraction of sunlight that is diffusely reflected by a body. Okay, so how easy it is to see it because of how much light it's reflecting. This is just randomly found. Oop. You discovered signs of battle while scanning an asteroid field in the Acheron system. A small recon and recovery team led by Navigator Presley was able to determine that many of the ships were marked with the Epirus colony insignia. Alright, just completely found that by accident. Grosalgan, an enigmatic rock and ice planet. Grosalgan has a thin atmosphere of carbon dioxide and ethane. The surface is composed of frozen water and chlorine. Okay, 41 years, 29-hour day, half atmosphere, extremely low temperature, and about half gravity as well. And we find some magnesium. Okay, skipping that one. A Parthrol. I know what that sound came from. Let's see. A modest terrestrial world. Parthrol has a thin atmosphere composed of carbon dioxide and chlorine. The crust is mainly composed of sulfur with deposits of nickel. The terrain is extremely rough, a patchwork of craggy, overlapping craters dating back to the formation of the solar system. Parthrol is tidally locked to the star Acheron. The day side has never been fully mapped. Okay, I can see why. It's 240 Celsius. Okay, it goes around real quick though. About half atmosphere and pretty good gravity as well. Okay. Altair. Altair is an exceptional form of planet called a roach world. Put simply, it is one half of a pair of small and unusually dense terrestrial worlds, Altair and Onathe, that orbit each other so closely they effectively share a single atmosphere. This does not mean that one could fly from one to the other, but both have identical atmospheres, and dust from one often can be found on the other. Both worlds share an atmosphere of nitrogen and ethane. The surface is warm and mainly composed of silica dust and dark basaltic rocks, with extensive deposits of heavy metals and radioactives. Tidal effects from Onathe Onthae creates constant heavy winds. Okay, that is interesting, yeah?
Yeah.
I can think of only really one other example of something like this, and it's in the game Outer Wilds, where two planetoids orbit together, I believe.
Yeah.
Let's see, 0.8 distance, 0.8 years, 54-hour day, almost 1 atmosphere, survivable if high temperature, and a bit higher gravity. Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see what bullshit we can find here.
There's bulls.
Okay, and of course, to a rocky place, we're going to bring the Krogan.
I don't think it's quite the same, but the whole two-planet sharing thing kind of reminds me of the 2 planets we find in Mass Effect 2. They're not sharing any atmospheres or anything, but they're more of a curiosity in their system because they are 2 habitable planets in the same system.
Okay. Just having one habitable world is a rarity.
Yep.
And yeah, that is fucking close on a astronomical level.
Yeah.
So they're kind of twins then? Twin planets?
Yeah.
Okay, there's going to be a fucking thresher here somewhere. This is too big an open plain for that not to be a thresher.
Yeah. It'll be 3, 2, 1, and then boom, pressure.
Let's Roche World.
Drive into the hall.
I'm just looking up the word to see if there's any curious examples. Probably in science fiction and such. Not sure if this is possible in reality. But this is just too flat an area for it not to be a thresher arena.
Yeah.
Okay. Oop.
As for the twin worlds thing, I wouldn't be surprised if those do exist somewhere. But I'm imagining they'll be extremely rare.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, I don't know. Like, twin suns before and twin moons, but
Twin
planets?
suns is a
Not
thing.
often.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't keep up on enough with space stuff to really know of any like binary star systems, but I know I've heard of it, so.
I am honestly surprised that there's no thresher here. Like, it's just too flat an area. It's like finding an entire arsenal of weapons just before a boss fight, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we start to see a lot of in Mass Effect 3. Like when you mention that, it's like some boss fights they start prepping the area with like ordnance specific to a certain boss encounter for each area.
Okay, it would have been hilarious if one popped up here. But nope.
What would be even more hilarious is if we were sitting around being like, there's nothing here, and then all of a sudden one just erupts from the ground under the vehicle.
Sorry, capsule. Okay. There. The surprisingly pristine lockbox had one of Matriarch Dillinaga's writings stored inside. How such a valuable item crashed here is uncertain. Okay.
She's like freaking everywhere. What the fuck is that?
What the heck?
Okay, are there giant flying space whales or something? 'Cause, like, what the fuck?
Okay, the heck are these? Oh.
What the? Oh.
Well, something might be biting us in the ass already then, huh?
Yeah,
Actually,
but
no,
if I
didn't
had
they-
to guess.
Whatever. We'll see what's going on here.
Okay.
So we just get 21k from killing these. The
Yeah.
7 each. Still,
I've never seen this, so I can't say for sure, but I don't think this is connected to the Arachnite Queen that we found.
There we go.
But I am curious what the hell kind of mystery we have going on here. Like,
The
is there a
shoulders get
net
moved.
buried around here?
There's the entrance. And of course we get out on the other side. Okay, let's go ask the locals what's bugging them. If there's even any locals left.
If they're Arachnite, I don't think you'll be bugging them at all. I think they'll be bugging you instead.
Okay. Can I just... Nope. Just wait long enough and you get an opportunity, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
I wouldn't have had the patience for that. I would have just used the Omni-Gel override myself.
I probably should just turn a bunch of stuff to Omni-Gel. But... oh well.
Take cover.
Little craps. There we go. Just blow off their buggy face.
It's not connected to Mass Effect or anything, but as of yesterday too, I decided to
Clear.
get some downloadable content for Saints Row the Third and start picking that up again.
It is a fun game.
Yeah. If we ever stream that game, I would definitely join for watching that if it was on the stream list.
I think recently a fan-patched version of 2 got released somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely put that as a maybe at one point.
I'm gonna really quickly check the store, see if it's on here, because I kind of hope it is. But Saints Row.
Okay, not sure what these are. Don't want
Just the
to know,
first
I
Saints-
think. Yeah, just
First
noticed
Saints Row
that
there.
we basically fire this thing at almost... Yeah, it does go up somewhat, but basically by the time we fire again, it's lost most of the heat of its shot. Let's see, kinetic coil.
Let's get moving.
Okay, lots of loot here.
Loot.
There.
And yeah, just to confirm my own curiosity real quick on the thought, I did try looking up Saints Row to see which Saints Row games are on Steam, and apparently it's just the shitty one that people don't really like, and Saints Row 2, which is actually really good, and Saints Row the Third.
I'm pretty sure 4 should be on there as well as Get Out of
Yeah.
Hell.
Mayday.
Yeah, Saints Row.
Mayday.
Saints Row
This is
4 as
Lieutenant
well.
Marie Durand, 314th Infantry, Alliance 10th Frontier Division. The listening post has been overrun by unidentified hostile life forms. Request immediate extraction.
Unidentified.
Okay.
According to this,
Okay,
they
clearly-
received a supply ship just 2 days ago. The Rachni must have attacked since then.
Tell me about that supply ship. This planet is supposed to be uninhabited. The Rachni didn't come from nowhere.
One moment. These things are drones, dispatched at irregular intervals from different depots to reduce the likelihood of tracking. I have it. This one came from Argos Row.
Okay.
That's inside an emission nebula. The Alliance doesn't have any depots inside nebulae.
Whoever programmed that freighter didn't take any pains to scrub or alter their data.
Okay, that's...
Wherever it is, there's probably more
Dumb.
Rachni there. Let's get to the bottom of this.
Right.
Rex just getting some generational, not PTSD, but generational this shit again.
Yeah.
Okay. The Rachni infestation on Alpha seems to be the result of a supply drop from Argus Row. The should be allowed to backtrack the ship's course to its origin. There we go. Tali getting very excited. Then she refuses to hide it.
Yeah. I think it's safe to say Rex is one of the few Krogan I've seen who has a very mixed opinion about fighting the Rachni. He doesn't seem overly eager about it, but he doesn't seem to mind either.
Okay. I'm kind of curious now with the Rachni Queen decision. Like, your teammates will always have one person who says do it, and another that says don't do it. And I wonder if there's any combination where Rex is basically going... Yeah, let's be honest, Rex will always be the one that says kill it, and the other one will be spare it, probably. Also, hello, Aurora. Hope you're doing well.
Hello, Aurora. And yeah, like I was gonna say, I think, even though you're right, I think with some combinations you can even pair up people that would probably both lean more a certain way, and even still they'll both give you some version of you could do it, and you could do it.
Okay, let's use message only. Okay, typically that gets turned off, but yeah, I did have to restart a bunch of stuff due to my needing to update my passwords. That noise again, so there's more around still. Hold on a sec. Is there still more to be done? Because it's still showing up.
I mean, there is a listening post, so...
Let's see. At Nepos.
Well, we're in a listening post nearby. Might as well double check it.
Yeah.
Or go back to the Normandy. Fuck.
We'll see if it's still marked here, but I'm pretty sure. Like, we basically got told that there's nothing to do here. Yeah, there we go. It was just a bit glitched. Okay. Let's see. Erebus. Okay.
And I just had a bit of a random thought all of a sudden. It's like, once we started actually seeing the eventual future with the Arachnite, like, how long would it take them to get used to communicating with the Alliance and everything proper?
We'd have to see. Chofen is an unusually small hydrogen and helium gas giant with traces of sulfur and hydrocarbons in the atmosphere. The Alliance surveyor ship Ibn Batuta, say that 5 times fast, reported inconclusive evidence of hydrocarbon life in the deeper layers of the atmosphere, over 1,000 kilometers below the cloud tops, where pressure compresses Chofen's hydrogen into a liquid state. Proof of life in this environment would prove many long-standing theories. Unfortunately, only a probe with extremely expensive mass effect generators could survive the crushing pressure long enough to send back useful data, and the probe would be lost in the attempt. Simple expense makes investigation doubtful.
So
potential.
Is like if...
Good.
I was gonna say, so that's like if you tried to launch probes at Mars. No, Venus. They kept doing it a few times, and it took them so long to make something that would even survive a few seconds.
Also, I know that name. I think I recently saw that on Extra History.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's a Middle East explorer from, more of a North African explorer, doing from Morocco, who went from Morocco to many places. He went to many countries over the years, and before going back, he had quite a journey.
Yeah. Now that you mentioned it, actually, that was a series they made like a few years back.
Yeah,
like, he just went every fucking where.
They had done it into one video this time.
Yeah, I'm a little bit mixed on those complete videos of theirs. Like it makes sense to put them all into one big video, but yeah, I've seen pretty much all of their work already, so it doesn't add much value to me. It's still nice for new people and such.
Oh yeah. And Aurora has replied.
Let's see, so we have to semi-AFK. How are you all? Yeah, you're correct. To y'all. Doing pretty well. A bit of an ache with my back from work, and which will probably continue tomorrow and the day after, because there's just a lot of supply stuff that was delivered.
Doing well as well.
Let's see. Romani. Romani has only been visited by a single unmanned probe. It is a standard hydrogen-helium gas giant with a large formation of water vapor clouds in the upper atmosphere. Okay. Oh, and we find a Prothean disk here. Scans turned up a few odd readings. Chief Engineer Adams fine-tuned the scans and discovered an automated repair drone in orbit. Tali and Adams brought the drone on board to dismantle it and found a Prothean data disk in its core.
Huh.
Okay.
So the repair drone was used as a retrieval device?
Maybe. Or just got lost in there. Kwaji is a terrestrial planet with an atmosphere of methane and ethane. The surface is composed of silica with deposits of uranium and heavy metals. Clouds of small water ice and crystals are common. Kwaji's skies are full of fine silica dust. From the surface, the sky has a pronounced salmon hue. The cursory initial scans from the Alliance Surveyor ship showed geometric patterns in the northern hemisphere deserts, visible only in the ultraviolet band. Normandy sensors see nothing of the kind. Okay. It goes around in 3 years, has a day of 39 hours, pretty good pressure, well, maybe a bit unpleasant, but survivable temperature, and pretty good gravity. And we found some platinum.
It looks like its temperatures might be kind of similar to somewhere in northern Canada, maybe. A bit chilly, but survivable.
Okay, now Nepmos. A research-rich terrestrial world somewhat larger than Earth, with a dense atmosphere of sulfur dioxide, and argon. Nepmos' crust is very thin and unstable, not more than 8 kilometers deep in any location. Subsurface magma flows are a hazard to ground travel, and earthquakes are frequent. While heavy metals and radioactives are plentiful, this geological instability has deterred investment by mining concerns. An additional complication is that the six cluster lies uncomfortably close to the 5 kiloparsec ring around the galactic core. The ring contains a great deal of molecular hydrogen, fueling the majority of the galaxy's star formation. This area is too dangerous to safely travel. Okay. Hello, Knights. Hope you're doing well today. Doing pretty well myself.
Hello. Doing
And
well.
apparently we're being encouraged to land despite the warnings, and hello.
Oh, we were told that this is the other area where this is where that supply ship came from or something.
Yeah.
Just drop that thing off. Let's see.
This is
Alright,
gonna be
just
one
trying
of
out the new
those-
game that just released. Is that Arknight's Enfield?
Huh.
Let's see. Let's go counterclockwise.
Well, I don't think we're going to see any pressure mobs here, but be mindful of fissures opening up, I guess.
I don't think the hazards are that advanced here, but I think
Yeah.
I think thresholds can survive even on these hellscapes, which is part of why they're so
Although
freaking
they-
dangerous.
Yeah, although they probably wouldn't last long on conditions like this, because frickin' from the sounds of it, they'd have to worry about being burned and crushed.
Let's see. More wildcats. More wildcat miners, yeah. Okay, just going to pick your pockets. One of the miners had a League of One medallion. It's possible they discovered it while they were digging, but there's no way to know for certain. Okay. Let's see. Night. I tried that, yes, but I don't like it. It's incredibly boring to somebody, but the game I'm talking about is called High Guard, or to somebody like me.
Oh yeah, that one.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Most of what I heard about High Guard is that it was the last thing that was shown at the Game Awards, and apparently it was only given that spot because one of the directors for that shit or something took an apparent liking to it for no damn clear reason. And yeah, people are not holding high expectations for it. Wouldn't
I'm expecting it to die.
Let's see.
But if
Nightlife
nothing
from
else,
the
it's
looks
got
of
some- I mean, it's like Concord. It's one of those shows up and pretty much dies. So at least in this case, it's free, so it's got that going for it, rather than Concord's pay $40 to play it.
Yeah, it's to play Overwatch, but it wants to be Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah. And I'm looking at a video about its animations right now, and I gotta give him credit. That looks actually pretty nice too. Those animations look pretty nice.
Yeah, but that was the one thing I did see some praise about with Concord, but that's probably also where most of the budget went.
Yeah.
En route.
Let's see. Titanium, even though it looks like a giant pile of shit. Okay, no dinosaurs to be responsible for that here, though.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, from the words that Knight used, I'm reminded of something. I think I spoke about just that I finally went to McDonald's again just to get something in my fucking stomach because I was hungry. Yeah, I made the mistake of going again, and yeah, it is. Even the bigger items are not worth it at all. Like, the cost is just, yeah, way outrageous the actual taste and the amount that you get. You didn't notice that?
Yeah.
There we go.
Ooh, that was close on that last one. I thought you were gonna get clipped by the red thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait. That's what you should check on that other ship. Does it have the same damage on the front?
Yeah, it looks like.
Yep.
Yeah, they're gonna need to fix that.
Man,
Let's see. Right,
gonna be
people
the
aren't
worst of the
receiving it
Alliance.
well, but like it just released, people are having too high of an expectation in my opinion, because the game generally is fun to play from what I have experienced, and since it just released, it's bound to not be perfect on day one. Yeah, it's just that people were just really freaking surprised as to why what looked like a generic hero shooter just got the last spot, the last advertising spot. More advertising / showcasing spot on the Game Awards. Yeah, just... It could be that it is... Oh, hello. It could be that it is better than what people assume of it and all, yeah. Oh, wait, that's not the side I'm supposed to be shooting.
Captain shoots the wrong way. Next thing you know, we hear some civilian scream. Him in pain.
No, and nobody can in space. Nobody can hear your war crimes or your friendly fire.
Oh man, that makes me think of what would it be like if this was a Mass Effect and Helldivers merge.
Okay, that's a crossover that would be probably hilarious, but also practically impossible to write. Okay.
On the other hand, they are two settings that would fit well with each other, despite some clashing things.
I ain't slept in a long time.
You're named, so...
First Lieutenant Durand, ma'am. 3rd Brigade, 14th Infantry Regiment, and I am damn glad to see you.
We heard you needed some backup.
Actually, we need to get the hell out of here. But I guess your ship couldn't carry us all. They dropped us here a few months back. We get supplies every couple weeks. We didn't see anything local that was more dangerous than lichen. Yesterday, these animals started coming out of the ground. No idea where they're from. This is what's left out of 90 men. I'm the ranking officer.
90 to less than a dozen.
We do have a ship in orbit. We could bombard them.
Wouldn't do much good. They're moving around deep underground. The only time they come near the surface, and they're right on our position. You bombard them, you take us out too.
No, Ruthless Shepherd wouldn't have any issues with that.
Not at all.
Let's see, Knight. There's definitely some issues and stuff, but I pray that the devs don't fuck the game over and actually start releasing updates and patches. Like, there's been massive games as well that have not been the best, like Cyberpunk 2077 when it originally released, but they kept on releasing updates and patches, and the game's actually very fun and good to play now. Yeah, and it is what we've got planned after we're done with, well, most, if all, of the Mass Effect games, depending on if Andromeda behaves.
I'm thinking we like do the trilogy and maybe Andromeda if it doesn't fall apart at the seams, and then probably take up Reg, do a small game, and then Cyberpunk.
Yeah, should probably change up the roster, the planned list a bit for that.
Yeah.
Let's see, Aurora in Rimworld, you don't have the Geneva Convention, you have the Geneva checklist. And Night Again, High Ground has potential. The only thing it can get fucked over is by the devs themselves, yeah.
Why are you out here in the first place?
There's been a lot of pirate activity in this cluster. We set up a chain of listening posts in the local systems, in case they have a staging base.
They're called Rachni. You get a supply ship in recently?
Yeah, but that was an Alliance ship, Commander. I mean, it was a drone, running on automatics. But what...
Will the Rachni come back?
What we just fought was a probe. Our seismic sensors are picking up a crapload more on their way up from underground. We've got 5 minutes, tops. We might be able to hold them off if we were at peak, but you can see the fighting's busted this place up.
Yeah.
Do what you can to secure your position. We'll see if we can get some of your defenses operational.
Aye, aye, Commander. You heard the woman. Everybody pool magazines and grenades. Take a leak and a drink while you can. And if anyone wants a smoke, it's as good a time as any.
There we go, generator. Less than 20 seconds. The generator's been ripped out by Rachni claws, leaving the defensive turret inoperable. It would be possible to power the turrets off of the Maker's drive, but this would make it impossible to drive or fire the Maker's own weapons. Probably would be smarter to use the Mako, but let's have some fun playing freaking Kursk or something.
So this is
Novaria's somewhere else.
So this is Novaria's fault, isn't it?
Probably.
Probably, yeah. Which corporation do we blame for it, though? Because Novaria has like fucking 10 different corporations.
Yes.
Okay, now it's just now this Maker is just acting as a massive meat shield for them. Okay, I should have parked that thing somewhere else.
Yeah,
because if the Mako explodes, you don't have a way up the planet.
Very eager beaver. What are you shooting at?
Yeah.
Okay. Speaking of devs fucking up, or such, yeah, Ubisoft is dying, huh?
Yeah, so much for that whole you don't own your games bullshit, huh?
Yeah. It's so much as if that's a stupid thing to say.
Actually, I guess that that one would be more a matter of more seriousness. Like, so who's the company that's gonna take over their games now?
Honestly, I wouldn't mind if Valve gets the full money for them at this point.
Yeah, better than some other company that might rip you off.
At least Valve has the decency to say, yeah, fuck it, you own this specific copy of the game.
Okay, you want to know something that is especially stupid with it? Apparently they had actually been working on the Prince of Persia Sands of Time remake for over like 5 years, and it was basically ready to launch and they just canned it.
Unsurprisingly, bad ideas.
Which also fucked over the voice actress for Farah, because they wasted 3 years of their work visa on that.
That's fucking
stupid. You have it ready to go. You have it ready to ship. It's a game everybody loved being remastered. And instead of going for it, taking all the money you can get, you do the equivalent of shooting yourself in the foot with a fucking shotgun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ubisoft is just the most clear example of what happens when the accountants get promoted instead of the actual developers and such, huh?
Yeah. When you take fucking profits instead of actually making the damn game. Like, yeah, you need money to make the game, and you need that to even out, so it's not a loss. I get that.
Yeah.
Bullshit. You know, it's capitalism, it's bullshit, but I get that. It's the part where you're like doing everything you can solely for the money that pisses me off.
Yeah. Yeah. Actually, if there was a game developer or whatever that I'd want to die off next, it'd be the Warner Brothers games, because then it'd be like, then I wouldn't have to worry about their shit for Hogwarts Legacy.
Honestly, I just kind of want to try out that that Lord of the Rings games they got, Shadow of War, Shadow of Mordor.
Those are actually good games.
Yeah.
It's just that
also,
they put the fucking Nemesis system behind a copyright or trademark, so nobody else can use it.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Like
they
they could.
Wish they had,
at least they could try licensing it, maybe.
Yeah, that you'd make money. People can see how the system works and even do their own spin with it. Which reminds me of two things, but I'm gonna go first for the first thing I was gonna say. You guys know Monolith Studios, the guys behind like No One Lives Forever, the AVP2 Fear. Yeah, they were working on like a Wonder Woman game, and then that got canned, and then Monolith was shattered.
Yeah.
Would have been cool to see a Wonder Woman game, but I haven't seen much that she has independent thing in.
Yeah, that's kind of a problem. But the other thing I'm reminded of is the fucking Medium by fucking Bloober Team, where they have a gimmick where you can go be half on the real world and half on like a sort of other world akin to like Silent Hill.
Yeah.
And they literally put a fucking copyright on very vague wording that sounds like any sort of mechanic where you can switch between worlds means you have to pay them if you're gonna use it in your game.
Bloody heck.
Oh. I think the only company that has understood what to actually do with who to actually promote and such has been Nintendo, because they've been promoting people in just their specific stuff and such, so a developer doesn't get promoted into some other's job where they don't know what the fuck they're doing and such, so they can actually keep developing.
Yeah.
Also, you might want to revive Rex.
Oh yeah, Rex is dead. Fuck.
It's just a flesh wound.
What the? Jeez, where did that one get an energy boost from?
Okay, I was just an inch from going. It's a bug planet. Okay.
Holy hell, ma'am. Talk about a near-run thing. You alright?
Never mind me, are you alright?
Still on my feet. But we've been fighting for almost 26 hours straight. None of us will be standing for long.
Ma'am, we're getting a signal from one of the ground scan UAVs. A big hollow space about 500 meters under the surface.
Right. That must be it. That must be where they're coming from. My people aren't in any condition for a clearing operation, though.
Just point us in the right direction.
You don't have to do that, Commander. We've bled them. We can probably hold until a bigger ship arrives to get us off-world. If you want to take a throw at it, we'll give you the coordinates. But it's your call. You saved our asses.
Might as well make sure these poor bastards don't die while we're not looking. Where the hell is the damn... Also, for the record, we're going to be taking our car, so you're not going to be able to use your machine guns for a while.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Also, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm pretty sure we can stuff you into the Normandy's, we can stuff you into this Normandy's fridge or whatever. Okay. There? Yeah, that's probably it. Okay.
Also, for Arachnite Hive, it's a shame we don't have one of my infamous Krogan warheads.
Let's see. Night. Well, I think I need my eyes checked. I saw the gun on your back, the little circle-shaped stuff. the black part of your helm is one thing, and I thought you had the same type of braces that the Predator had. Okay. Those have actually been getting quite a few movies again in recent years, huh?
Yeah,
I heard
I looked at the
some were
Predator
pretty good.
Badlands, but I'm kind of looking at the Predator Badlands and trying to decide, do I want to even consider trying to watch that?
Yeah, some of them have been good and some mixed.
Yeah.
It's
But of course,
night
we know why
again.
I'm hesitant, probably, if you guys remember what I'm like, because I am not big on the Predator stuff, but it's like the aliens even more so, because freaking chest bursters.
Can't blame you.
Like, I think it's safe to say I lean more towards I would probably watch Predator, if only because it doesn't have things bursting out of people.
Yeah. Let's see. Night. What pisses me off a lot is when they patent the mechanic and strike people for using them in their games, and then never make a sequel or other games using the mechanic. So you just make a game with a cool mechanic, don't let others use it, and don't even use it again. You just let it be. Yeah.
Remember when I mentioned the medium? Yeah, that was also another. They weren't planning on reusing the mechanic. They just wanted to copyright it.
Yeah.
Like,
that's where
copywriting mechanics in games should just be tossed out. Like, sure, you can have some specific things, but stuff like that, just let people fucking use it.
Yeah, I'd say just back to the other thing. If you're gonna copyright it, at least just make it so that other people can license it to use in their own thing.
One of the differences between trademarks and copyright is that you have, with I believe trademarks, you have to use, or one of the two, you have to use it and actively defend it. Don't know specifically which it is. But yeah, you basically have to keep making use of it, otherwise it will just expire. But yeah, that should apply to game mechanics as well. With that, like if you're not going to use a mechanic like that, a copyrighted or trademarked mechanic like that, you just lose it. Oop. It appears these particle borers were shut down after breaking through into tunnels just below the surface. The shacks and equipment are stenciled with the logo of the Tenkara Mining Consortium, but there is no trace of the mining crew. Well, I think we can guess where they went.
Yep.
And this isn't what we're looking for?
And I was kind of back from kind of AFK there because my brother interrupted me to ask if he could borrow my car.
Okay.
But yeah, once I re-entered the conversation there, I heard Consortium and I thought, oh great, Guild Wars' Consortium found its way here. More corporate bullshit.
Luckily not. Let's see. Knights. I personally love the Predators, find them very sick because of the stealth aspect, and they're one of my hear me outs as well.
Are you talking about... Are they talking about like Predator Proving Grounds? And I have that game. Oh, Hunting Grounds. Yeah, I have that game. It's pretty good.
Okay, the one where you can actually play as Arnold as DLC.
Yeah, but unfortunately that DLC got pulled. I have it on PS4. I don't have it on PC. But the gun that came with Arnold and with both first movie Arnold and 2025 Arnold are available in the game.
Oh my god. Yeah. And for some reason my mind just veered off in a random direction there, but I thought why this came up, but I don't know. But my brain was like, what would happen if the Predators and Arnold as the Terminator tried to fight each other?
Oh,
there's probably been a comic like that.
That is Derby. They turn him into a alligator snapping turtle.
In response to Knight's question there. You.
I feel like I should be slightly offended, but I'm not going to take offense because I know that my avatar is meant to look Krogan, and I know that the Krogan are kind of uncertain. Even though they're supposed to be a race of, like, kind of apex predators on their planet, which is why they're so strong.
I'm pretty sure aren't Krogan supposed to be like prey species on their own planets and not apex predators?
I thought I had it from.
So
like, I don't remember which.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, the Xiaoja or the predators are a race that bases itself on hunting.
Yep.
And one funny thing I found out is that the females of the species are actually bigger and tougher than the males.
Somewhere in Hex's Hex is just suddenly going, oh?
Yeah, they're basically... Like, you know how strong like a regular predator is on like the movies? Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, the women of the species are stronger. This isn't really shown in hunting grounds where you can play as a female predator, more than likely because everybody would just be playing the female predator instead of just switching between because they would have an advantage, and instead they're just an available like gender option for your character.
Yeah.
Okay. Doesn't look like we can. And we could swap out something that is stronger in some aspects, but not in general. Tali, you get that one. And we may as well give you Scram Rail. Okay.
Oh, yeah, returning to my thoughts on the Krogan, I don't remember which Mass Effect codex I read it from, but I remember one of them explained how their eye placement is kind of like prey eye placement, even though they're not a prey species.
That's pistol and shotgun damage. Let's just put it there. In general, it doesn't always apply, but in general, forward-facing eyes are more for predators, whilst more widely set eyes are more typically considered prey. And I guess with the Krogan, you're somewhat in the middle with those.
Yeah, their eyes are like borderline and wide placement though, so it's like. Alrighty.
Also, the chat, Captain?
Let's see. I'm not talking about the game specifically, just them in general, when they go like invisible and stuff, and their shoulder-mounted cannon or whatever that thing is. Yeah, I'd get this game just to drive this vehicle around. It looks so fun.
There's more.
At least. Well, I mean, alligators and crocodiles are my #1 favorite animals, if that makes you feel any better.
Again, Derby's a turtle.
Yep.
A very dangerous turtle at that. People have lost their hands to them.
Yeah. It would have been nice if we could have found like a Krogan, an actual proper Krogan head for me, or at least something that looks more like a kind of alligator-ish head, but whatever.
Well, we were going for an alligator turtle for whatever one of the ones with the very scary head. You still have the one that looks rather relaxed at the moment.
Yeah.
But some of them can, once they open their jaw, or beak, whatever you call it, they look terrifying.
Yeah.
And I seen clip of some cameraman or microphone man, you know, those microphone rods with a big fluff.
Yeah.
Decided to try to move one of those things close to one to catch its hissing sound. Guess what happened?
Snap.
Yes, the damn thing snapped the damn fluffy thing in half with one bite. It got really pissed off.
Yeah. Which tells you all you need to know about why you shouldn't stick your hand near that thing. If you do that, your hand will be gone.
Yeah, and again, many people lost their fingers and hands to them because they thought, oh, it's a turtle, it's slow and dumb. Snap, bye-bye hand.
More like scissor
Clearly
turtle
nobody's ever
than.
seen.
Yeah.
Okay. Just phase it through the fucking door.
And I've had people being idiots who think,
A
oh,
brood
there's a
warrior.
snapping turtle in my pool. I just pick it up and remove it.
Yeah.
If there's a snapping turtle in your pool, call a professional.
Yeah. A, be a professional if you're gonna try to move a turtle, and B, as a professional will do it, approach the thing from behind, because at least then they can't bite you.
They have
Yeah.
a long tail that's strong also, so... And it's rated on some species, so... Still professional.
Let's
Yeah.
get that scrolling again. Let's see. Night. I don't really care if the female predators are stronger. Just give me the male predator. I can show him my plasma caster if you know what I mean. Okay.
Oh my.
Oh yeah, there's a few reasons we decided with snapping turtle for they kind of look like Krogan. Also, durability and armor.
Okay, that one's off to the
Snapping
back
turtles-
rooms.
Snapping turtles are armored. Snapping turtles are very aggressive. Owls can be very aggressive.
Yep, and that one's going after it.
What the?
Warp mastery. Records of the Arachni War suggest brood warriors, the male gender Arachni, only fight when a hive is severely pressed. It's safe to say you've eliminated the Arachni and Nepmos. Just Rex, completely confused.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Okay.
confused too. I mean, after all, I just saw Arachni seemingly disappear into the ground.
Well, that's actually both one of the drones and one of the warriors went off to the back room, so I don't know if that makes them safer or more dangerous. Then again, they need a queen to actually reproduce. Okay, I should probably start turning anything that isn't level 9 or Mark 9 or whatever you want to call it into Omnigel, because yeah, we're not going to make much use of level 8 stuff anymore. Or at least we want to upgrade. If we want to upgrade, we need level 9 stuff. Okay, unless it's like, well, Quarian armor. Okay, someone got stuck behind the door again.
But yeah, annoyingly, as I meant, I actually do want to play Predator Hunting Ground with you guys, but we need like 5 people for to be a fire team, the 5th one to be the Predator.
It would depend on the cost and such. I'm presuming it's probably a lot cheaper now that it's popular days are gone.
Is it
Give me a
even
minute, I'm
supported?
double checking.
Let's see.
Let's see here, blah blah blah, blah blah blah. RoboCop, Rogue City. Okay, Resident Evil. Sniper Elite. We really gotta get around to doing that Sniper Elite horse.
Yeah. Okay, I think we're done here with that. Don't need to actually go pick them up ourselves. And if we do, then, well, we'll just jump back down again.
Okay, give me a second. I'm gonna DM you the thing so I can see the price in dollars.
Okay, we're done there. Okay, Garrus's loyalty mission. Okay, and the
Yay.
Doctor at risk. Kepler Verge, the Newton system.
Let's ring Garrison Tally. Might as well make sure the trio gets used to each other's
Oh, no.
simplicities.
Patching it through.
Who is it this time?
Information, Commander. We need your help. Someone is killing former Alliance scientists. There have been 4 deaths in the past month.
I'm happy to look into it, Admiral. What can you tell me?
All 4 scientists worked on a classified project on Akuz. There was a brutal massacre there years ago. An entire unit was killed by Thresher Maws. It was classified as a natural hazard, but the project dates coincide with the attacks.
And that would be the sole survivor background.
Yep.
That can't be a coincidence.
There was one other scientist on the project, Dr. Wayne. I'm transmitting his last known coordinates. Good luck. Fifth Fleet out.
Okay, but first we
So
explore the
it's-
rest of this place.
It's Gary with 2 R's.
Hey, it's Garrett, damn it.
Let's see. Sesmos is an ice dwarf world. Its surface composed almost entirely of frozen water. Normally a planetoid this small would not rate inclusion in the system's charts, but Sesmos, a usually large and beautiful ring of ice crystals, has made it a popular subject for visual artists. The ring is the result of a glancing equatorial impact, which left a large trench and threw a great deal of melted water into the atmosphere. The rings are a temporary feature that will completely decay in a few thousand years. Yes, temporary. Just multiple Asari generations.
Yep.
Let's see. It orbits in 272 years. Almost a normal day cycle. 0 atmosphere pressure, extremely low temperature, and very low gravity as well. Okay. A glancing impact. Might that have something to do with another glancing impact on another planet some other systems over?
Maybe. Okay, I looked up the game. The default game is $20. And there's the version I bought is called the Yaoji edition, which doesn't really say how much it is, but I DM'd it to you so you can probably check the price in dollars.
Okay.
Probably not that expensive.
Junpro is a hydrogen and helium gas giant with traces of chlorine and sodium in its upper atmosphere. Like Uranus in the Solar System, it is tipped on its side, its north pole facing the star Newton. Okay, it orbits in 60 years and has a day of 17 hours. We find some, of course, we find some hydrogen.
Of course.
Glencory. Glencory is a rock and ice planet with an atmosphere composed of chlorine and argon. The frozen surface is mainly composed of potassium with deposits of iron. Glencory is famously claimed by the eccentric Volus billionaire Kumun Scholl. He claims that a vision of a higher being told him to seek on Glencory the lost crypts of beings of light. These entities were supposedly created at the dawn of time to protect organic life from synthetic machine devils. Scholl has been excavating on Glencory's toxic surface for 2 decades at great expense. No government has valued the world enough to evict his small army of mercenaries. So basically, just a mad Volus is just digging around, and a bunch of mercenaries are just soaking up payments while he's doing it.
Yeah. All for supposed machine threat that who knows what the hell they are.
Let's see, an orbital period of 21 years, a day of 18 hours, almost 1.0 atmosphere, very extremely low temperature, and pretty good gravity. Well, we're going to steal some of his stuff, and apparently there's Matriarch's writings here. Let's see, scans of the planet revealed the cockpit of a Volus trading vessel. There are no signs of the rest of the ship, but the salvage team discovered one of Matriarch Linaga's writings in the ship's systems. Okay. I think we're getting close to having found at least 10 of those, I think. Onatarum. The Onatarum surface is uncomfortably hot. Its nitrogen-oxygen atmosphere and abundant shallow seas making it an ideal candidate for habitation by most known species. Unfortunately, the orbit of the moon of Thanol has been slowly decaying since the system coalesced. Its proximity is beginning to have tidal effects, and its dynamo-like revolution through Anatorum's magnetic field is generating increasingly powerful electrical storms. While having suggested the emplacement of Mass Effect drives in an attempt to lighten the moon and correct its orbit, the scale of such a project, tens of thousands of drives, costing enough to bankrupt the governments of all the Citadel races, make it a pipe dream. A multiracial effort is underway to catalog and preserve the unique genetic diversity of Anatorum's vibrant young biosphere. Exogenicorp and Heiwan Genomics represent the Alliance's share of the effort. So basically, in who knows how long this planet is going to have its own moon dropped on it.
Moonfall, Mass Effect Edition.
Orbital period of 1.2 years, 39-hour day, 0.8 atmosphere. Very high, but still not really survivable. But just put like if you were to put in like a surviving dome with a lot of with just a lot of shading on it, that could survive. But yeah, with seeing as this is a dead planet spinning, wouldn't be worth